Ayoko tumingin. Focus lang tayo sa drop. Professional tayo. So, and they actually ban out that Ember Spirit. Siyempre,
10
kumbaga,
seconds remaining.
if your evil geniuses, it's plausible.
5
It's
seconds
plausible.
remaining.
Kumbaga, pwede piliin talaga siya dito. Kasi, pero ayun nga mga kaibigan,
Dire team
7.04 patch, lumakas si Lich, his talents nagbago, yung Chain Frost nagbago, so talagang medyo nasa tama ang pili dito ng nasa tama ang pili dito ng Team Liquid.
10 seconds
Si
remaining.
I am Elan Sanchez, shoutout sa'yo.
5 seconds
Sabi ni
remaining.
Meneski, Jules Dota, Alchemist daw yan, si Komi456,
Reserve
si
time.
Sierra Briones, ang daming R ng pinapabati mo pero kakayanin natin yan.
Lina.
Pero they get the Lina taking a page out of IG's book, mga kaibigan. And eto lang, Igop ang ginagawa niya kasi usually is Bloodstone to the Shadow Blade. So kumbaga nag-i-stack talaga yung attack speed niya plus yung Fiery Soul at level 25 sobra nagiging buff with that 4 stacks pa ata yung dadagdag sa Fiery Soul. So talagang medyo nasa tama kung ito yung pipiliin nila. May physical damage, merong magical damage, it's all Gucci at lalong-lalo na si Terrorblade dito. If ever hindi maging maganda ang laning phase si Terrorblade dito, isang LSA, isang Dragon Slave at isang Laguna Blade. Pakiramdam ko nga LSA, Laguna Blade lang. Tutumba na dito si Terrorblade Pero just to be sure, i-add mo na doon yung Dragon Slave.
10
So, yun.
seconds remaining.
Jaime 62198.
5
Shoutout daw
seconds
kay Nabs
remaining.
Pogi. Shoutout daw. Naku po. Int Gaming daw sila dito. Maganda ang sinasabi natin dyan. Pero yung Team Liquid dito, dalawang lamig ang kinuha nila with the Lich and the Crystal Maiden. Pero eto na, mga besi. Let's go in to the map. Diretso na tayo dito. Ayan, pinakita ng Malateke na galawan dito ng Dota 2. And ayun na. So, shoutout sa mga kaibigan. Pasensya na kung hindi kami nakapagpaalam sa inyo kahapon kasi may nangyaring hindi namin maintindihan. Pero ayun, let's go for the team rundown dito. So, ayun na nga mga kaibigan. Kuroki on that Lich Mind Control as the Centaur Warrunner. Miracle on that Terrorblade, GH as the Crystal Maiden, and Matumba Man on that Necrophos. Sa side naman dito ng EG, it's Where's My Dash? Secret as the Dazzle. Sumail yung Lina. Universe on that Darkseer. Zai as the Stardar, and RTZ as the Life Stealer na medyo lumagpas ang ulo sa may pader. Pero okay lang yan, malalabas siya dyan because this is Dota. So, ito mga besya, since post naman yung game, may napanood ako kahapon na video about sa lore. Meron siyang si Slacks, may tinatawag siyang sobrang importante daw ng colors sa Dota 2. Ngayon, meron tayong tinatawag na strength, which is yung red na color. So sa Darion. Sa Radiant naman, blue, which is for kumbaga yung knowledge mo. Strength and knowledge. Tapos, ang purple, mga kaibigan, is for the unknown. Kung papansinin nyo, Bane, galing siya sa hindi maintindihan lugar. Faceless Void, hindi siya, kumbaga parang hindi din siya maintindihan kung siya galing. Galing siya sa parang ripples of time, pero hindi din natin alam kung saan talaga siya nanggaling. Si Templar Assassin, medyo nasa purple side din siya kasi kasali siya sa isang brotherhood ata or group of assassins na binabantayan nila yung unknown. So mamaya, kung gusto nyo pa marinig yun, elaborate natin or panoorin nyo na lang yung video sa internet. Nandun yan lahat. Pero maganda ang rotations na pinapakita dito both teams. Actually, they put wards dito on
30
both
seconds
sides
to
of their
battle.
primary jungle, just trying to spot out yung rotations. Well, for Team Liquid, I think kasi pwede talaga maggubat dito si Crystal Maiden since I don't think naman kasi na ang mga haras dito si Crystal Maiden, pero pwede din naman. Hindi natin kasi alam talaga kung sino magiging 4, kung sino magiging 5, pero alam mo yung bawat support nila dito may capability talaga na mag 4 or mag 5. So, paramdam ko, titignan na natin, and both heroes dito have a way to actually farm, and ayun nga mga kaibigan, Team Liquid and EG getting their respective bounty runes. Matumba Man dito And actually, Terrorblade ang nasa gitna. So, ang magiging setup dito is 1-2-2. Sasamahan ni si Terrorblade dito sa gitna. And it's gonna go up against Alina. Pero tatandaan nyo, medyo fragile lang isang Terrorblade in the early stages of the game. So, if ever si Sumail dito, nauna siya mag-level 6, I think Miracle dito is going to have a hard time just getting creeps. And I think mafu-force siya dito agad pumunta ng gubat with Kuroki.
Denied.
Ano yon? Basta Dota 2 Lorgasm kay Sir Action Slacks. Panoorin nyo yon, maganda siya. Malalaman nyo kung paano nabuo yung universe, malalaman nyo kung paano nagkaroon ng Direct tsaka Radiant. Tapos malalaman nyo din kung sino ba talaga yung mga malalakas talagang na heroes, yung mga pinakamalalakas na heroes in terms of lore sa Dota 2. Alam ko ang isa sa mga pinakamalalakas na heroes is si Arc Warden, si Enigma at si Ayo. Sila ang mga parang building blocks ng universe ng Dota 2. Ano yun? Chill lang kayo. Pero mamaya na ang shoutouts. Kuroki dito getting caught out. Will the Sidern Crush be there? He doesn't have the sprint though. LSA will miss. At Zai will just hit him once, hit him twice probably, pero wala siyang way para hulihin dito. Pa-hover nga dito kay Lich, and actually Lich dito 315 movement speed, GH dito with the rotations, and they might actually kill Zai here. Pero Zai with the Windlace, he will get out of harm's way at hindi niya magbibigay dito ang first kill of the game. So mga kaibigan, nandito na si Wolf, sasamahan niyo na tayo. Usod daw ako. Dito ka sa pader, dito may lumalabas eh. Ay, teka, pero matumba man mga kaibigan, uses the Ghost Shroud, open wounds is timed correctly, pero matumba man with that Death Pulse, and he will survive even using the Fairy Fire. One more hit, pero they won't get it. At eto ang mic mo, Bessie. Hindi yan ang mic mo.
Hello. Yun. Hello sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko makita. Anyway, mukhang this is a mid lane Terrorblade. Kamusta naman ang performance ng isang mid lane Terrorblade? That's 11 out of 5 last hits. Not too bad against Sumail. And ito yung isang matchup na medyo inaabangan halos lahat ng tao ngayon. Miracle versus Sumail. Sa mga most explosive na players so far. One of the highest high skill caps din ang naglalaban ngayon. So, tingnan natin if this Terrorblade could live up to the hype, because well, I guess ang decision nila dito is to put Matumbaman here sa ball lane, because Necrophos versus Lina, always gonna favor Lina, of course. Even with the Ghost Routes, lalong mas masakit ang damage dito ni Sumail. So I guess that's a decision making between putting Terrorblade in the mid lane and putting yun nga si Necrophos dito
Well,
sa baba.
actually, parang Wolf, medyo magkakaroon din sila ng onting problema dito eh. Seeing that they're gonna do a dual lane, kumbaga, mauuli mag-level 6 dito si Terrorblade. He won't have access to Sunder at the early stages of the game, maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes in. Ang magiging problema kasi nila dito is ganito talaga. Kapag yung Laguna Blade nakuha na dito sa main, magiging sobrang easy kill dito si Terrorblade.
Yeah, definitely.
Kasi alam nyo, si Terrorblade, kaya siya kinukuha ng stats kasi sobrang fragile ng hero na yan. Kung tinan nyo yung HP pool niya ngayon, 370. And actually, with a Dragon Slave, I think mabababa siya ng 150 something doon.
Definitely.
Well, I think for Terrorblade dito, it's kumbaga cost efficient ang kumuha ng isang ng infused rain drops.
Crit
Pero
though.
mga kaibigan, medyo nasa ilalim ng mga puno, and they get the first kill. Nice rotation coming out dito from Team Liquid. And Miracle will go down. At eto na ang sinasabi natin.
Hindi na masama.
Kanina, hindi sila mag-go kasi may Lich. Now, realizing na yung Lich is bumaba, sabi nila, we can go for the gank at the bot lane. Then, we can go for the gank dun sa middle lane.
Bigay na natin.
Bigay na natin yan.
Well, they got the better price doon. Although nakakuha ng first blood on Team Liquid, still, that's the Miracle going down. That's position 2, of course, na mapupunta dito na nakakalamang ang Evil Geniuses. Well, eto na, napa-raindrops na agad dito si parang yung Terrorblade. Well, that's one way for him to tank the damage. That's 120 less damage.
Pero kailangan niya maging maingat kasi
what's this?
mahuli siya ng LSA. Pero ayun, that's Sideric Crushes there. Ghostly Shroud, vacuum in. And they don't expect that.
Yeah.
Hindi in-expect ni Matumba man yun. Anong level ni Universe? Level 6. At level 6 mga kaibigan, he has 1 point on that vacuum.
Yeah.
And usually we don't see that.
Well,
Pero at least
depende lang.
Depende kasi. Pero at this kind of laning, paramdam ko usually hindi talaga naglalagay in the first skill. Pero kumbaga pwede na rin.
For safety measures,
For
I guess.
safety measures. And I think
Well, it paid
medyo,
off.
nag-pay off naman eh. So it's Gucci. Still Gucci.
Yep. Team Liquid here, quite scared about their draft. Although they still have the Centaur Warrunner, so at least yun ang maganda sa kanila. But they're going up against Lifestealer Infest Bomb to go with this Darkseer. So that's a lot of crowd control in terms of mid-game or fights. And Zai will get caught by mind control, but maybe it's just your turn. Actually, Kuroki is here, so he has to be careful.
To run. Will
The
there
Stampede
be
is committed.
Stampede is committed, pero mas magkakasing bilis lang sila.
Uy,
Uy,
Sideric Crush though.
Sideric Crush. It will catch him out and double edge sana nandun, pero hindi aabot.
Hindi abot din.
Mga
The hoof stomp cast animation takes too long, but Sumail is having a good time on himself after, of course, yung kanina patay niya Miracle is now 2,500 gold. There's nothing really that Terrorblade could do to force her out of the lane. I mean, hindi naman siya masusunod dito unless, of course, merong
Pero
rotation.
yung
Katabi
Kuroki
nito.
going in with the Frost Nova tapos Crystal Nova sila dito. Oh, medyo
Mayelo.
Manova talaga tayo
Ano
dito.
ba tayo dito? Wala ba tayong Nova dyan?
Wala ba tayong Nova dyan? Naku po, pagka may lumabas na Nova dyan sa tabi mo.
Okay lang tayo dyan.
Ha?
Okay lang.
Babay, dito ka lang.
Bye na.
Hindi ka pwede umalis. Pero yun, in terms of net worth, mga kaibigan, kitang-kita nyo naman nag-uunahan ang center warrunner dito. At si Sumail. Darkseer is at 3rd place. 4th place dito si Lifestealer. So, EG, medyo hindi sa kanila yung top 1 dito.
Yeah, actually,
Pero
surprisingly.
in terms of oy, pero
Light Strike
GSC
Ally will be
getting caught
perfect.
out. Laguna
Oh, the right
will it
that bonus
hindi
ward.
na kailangan, hindi na kailangan.
Not nice.
That vision as well from the ward, so that helped him. Actually, Liquid is pinging that out. Now, feel nila na mayroong ward doon kasi bakit paano siya na-atake. Paano nagka-vision ang isang Lina doon sa kanya. So, that's good for them. But GH gonna find Zai. The Stampede is committed. They will catch him and indeed they will kill him. Actually, Kuroki getting the last hits. Very good rotation coming out from Team Liquid.
Shoutout dyan sa fanboy ni Wolf, si
Uy.
Wolf
This'll come in
Daplem. Yung pangalan niya eh.
Si Move Dublin.
Oo.
Hindi, alam mo, hindi ko fanboy yan, hater yan.
Hindi, easy ka lang. Alam
Hindi,
mo,
lover natin
lahat tayo mag-isang barangay lang. Pero ayun,
Uy,
RTC,
di naman
timing na
naman.
two-stop. Ito ang problema kapag katapatang center warrunner at Lifestealer.
Oh,
Tuwing magkakast ka ng animation mo, lagi niyang expected na magkakaroon ng stun. So, ibig sabihin, kung maganda ang reaction time or maganda ang reflexes ng katapat mo, hindi mo siya mahuhuli.
definitely.
Pero ang pwede mo gawin dyan is just use the double edge. Hulihin mo siya na medyo malapit siya sa creep, then pababain mo yung buhay niya, and who knows, malay mo, talagang mapatay mo siya dito. Pero usually, for a center warrunner, hindi nga napapatay. Uy, pero eto, magkakaroon ng
Laguna, isang
rotations. Laguna is used, the Dragon Slave is there. It's Sumail, Valve.
Well, he getting another killing spree on himself, 4-2.
Radiant's top tower
And that's a
is
big
under attack.
price kill, of course. That's one of the top net worth din dito ng Team Liquid kanina. But he's now pushed below because of that death. But Sumail getting a lot of mileage out of that kill. Ang dami niya nakuha doon kasi yun nga, farm yung center warrunner.
Pero pakiramdam
Side
ko
of
dito,
Team Liquid.
kailangan gumalaw agad ng Team Liquid dito. Miracle is not having the best time farming dito sa mid lane. Kailangan nila maging active agad. Miracle dito, actually, going out of his lane and just farming the Ancients.
I mean, with the Metamorphosis, he can easily do this.
Pero the Stampede is
committed,
used
getting on
para
Darkseer.
saan? Darkseer with a 2-man vacuum. Will he get out in time? Surge using the trees to his advantage. The fog is there. He will TP out. Will he? Oh! GH mga kaibigan. He has the frostbite up. He had the frostbite up. Ang problema, hindi niya nakita na nandun lang pala.
Yeah, I guess hindi siya. I forgot what the term is, pero parang nag-right click siya hindi dun sa mismong iskinita na yun. Nag-right click siya malayo dun, kaya hindi siya gumalaw. But anyway,
pero ito Sumail going in, and the TPs will force him back. Force him to go back. Pero ayun, Zai dito medyo umiikot-ikot lang naman. And I think kahit walang Laguna, mahuli si Crystal Maiden dito.
Definitely.
Matitegi bear siya dito. Yun, nahuli na. Nagkahulihan na mga kaibigan. Crit trying to run as fast as he can. Just get a Poison Touch in for the slow. Another Slithering Crush will connect. Poison Touch is there. And that is a dead Crystal Maiden, mga kaibigan.
5-2.
5-2.
Scoreline dito, natutuwa ang Evil Geniuses with their farm. But Miracle, slowly but surely, nakuha siya dito. Because of course, the Ancient stacks. The good thing about the Terrorblade is, if he pops the Metamorphosis, he can easily farm out the Ancients. And kahit pa may stack ng Ancient.
Sa totoo lang basic, kaya din napipilay dito ngayon ng Team Liquid. Kasi kailangan nila maglagay ng isang support dito kay Terrorblade. Hindi nila pwedeng iwan talaga totally yan. Kasi, kumbaga, yan yung pang drive back mo sa mga kalaban. Kumbaga, parang yan yung homie mo na, di ba, may pagsutuan ka na. Siya yung susuntok dun talaga mismo sa likod. Kumbaga, hindi ikaw yung makikipagpisikalan. Yung support mo yung makikipagpisikalan dito. Pero ayun nga ang mangyayari kasi dito. Since you have that Necrophos, medyo gusto mo pumasok dun sa may aggressive Medyo dun sa aggressive side of things in the early game. 12 minutes into the game, lamang pa dito ang EG. And natatakot ako dito for Team Liquid. Once na nakuha na ni Zai dito yung kanyang Blink Dagger, they could go in for the Infest Bomb. And tignan mo kung gaano kalalambot tong mga heroes na to. Necrophos, CM,
Zai,
Lich.
Stampede will save this Lich and they might look for the turnaround. They are slowing this Zai, but the heroes are around for
ito nagiging problema ng Team Liquid. Ginagamit nila yung skills nila just to escape yung mga heroes dito ng EG. At ito, pakiramdam ko, ito yung isang problema nila dito. Kuroki, may amplify damage siya dito. So, kitang-kita siya sa mapa. Well, ano bang, pa-hover nga sa sa center. Pa-hover ako sa center, Bessie. TY. Oy,
anyway, Zai.
Anyway, mga Bessie. Naku po, that TP coming out from mind control. But no Stampede.
And no Stampede as well.
Oy, pero ayun!
Get the kill on GH very quickly. Ito na. Chinefos na pero walang tatalbugan.
He just uses it for the slow. That TP, mga kaibigan, Reaper Sight. It connects pero they will get the kill using almost using 2 ultis para makasecure lang ng isang Sumail kill dito. Well, dominating streak yun, so it's still a good pick-off. Pero kahit pa paano, kailangan mo rin isipin na Chain Frost,
they might concede their tower.
Hindi, pero yun, subukan ni Universe, pero Universe dito, alam niyang hindi din tatama. Hindi niya din matatimingan yun because mas malakas ang damage sa kanya dito ng side ng Team Liquid, yung dalawang heroes na yun. So, eto na Lifestealer having the time of his life at the top of the net worth charts. Naku po, medyo dito ako natatakot for Team Liquid. Ang missing piece na lang dito for the Infest Bomb is the dagger coming out from the Starter, pero I think Starter dito is close to that dagger. And actually si Center pa Blink Dagger na din. Patingin nga kay Zai. Direct.
Dragonlance now up for the Terrorblade. Meanwhile, Stampede though. But the Lucky Rune, they're actually not gonna connect on that Hoofstomp as well. So
sabi dito
weird engagement from Team Liquid.
Sabi ni EJ Glorioso, bakit daw Aghanim Scent na ang pinipili ngayon? May damage reduction kasi. Yung 30% damage reduction, alam ko pinababa lang yun. Dati 40 yun ngayon 30% na lang. Plus, nakakadaan kayo sa mga terrain na yung mga obstacles na hindi usually nadadaanan. So, malaking bagay yun in terms of positioning. GH dito using that freezing field to just clear the creeps. Not give them this and he just spams it out. casual freezing
Because
field.
not, but I mean, hindi naman niya din magagamit sa isang engagement yun, so might as well use it to farm.
Pero-
Midas is actually up for this Necrophos, so that's one thing na makapag-boost ng kanyang farm dito. Although, as you can see,
Radiant's top
nahihirapan
tower
siya
is
dito
under attack.
makapag-farm.
So usually kasi sa pubs nakikita mo center war runner, ang ginagamit nila yung stampede pang engage. Usually kasi ang ginagawa na ng mga players natin ngayon is pag may nahuli talaga sa kanila, ginagamit nila yon not for the extra movement speed,
Radiant's top tower
but for
has
the
fallen.
damage reduction na nagagawa niya, which is sobrang ganda sa meta ngayon kasi sinasabi nga natin ngayon, yung meta dati na pumasok siya uli, nasa AOE. So, ibig sabihin, kung meron kang, yung Ember Spirit dati na sobrang lakas, yung nakaka-amplify ng 12% spell, yung may 12% spell amplification at level 10. Pero they go in with that stun. Dazzle dito gets picked off.
Yeah, finally getting the kill that's on that Dazzle. And with those two wards actually spotting them out. So, yung dalawang ward dito sa mid-ramp side ng Liquid, yun yung nakakuha at nakapatay dito sa Team Liquid. I think they're just want to protect the Roshan as well. They have, I mean, EG, meron silang anti-Roshan lineup dito with, of course, the Slardar, Lifestealer, and a little bit from the Dazzle, and even the Lina, a little bit of magic damage, as well as physical damage courtesy of that Fiery Soul. So, Team Liquid, gonna make sure na Roshan will not be in the hands of EG anytime soon. So, they are warding around it and actually defending that area well. They're keeping this mid lane. They don't want this to be pushed because this opens up the Roshan so much for Team EG. But Team EG, they recognize this. Alam nila na kailangan nilang ma-take over to mid lane. So they want to push this tower so that they can position themselves much better around the Roshan area. It looks like they are gonna commit here. So let's see. Maybe they're just gonna go and back down. So they notice that as well, the Team Liquid also
actually,
are
nagugulat,
grouped in mid lane.
nagulat ako dito May
Saan?
kinagulat ako dito sa build ni Sumail. They actually went for that Yules na pang setup din dito. Well,
Yeah.
Sumail, mga kaibigan, medyo nasa parang okay pa rin naman para
Old
sa
school.
akin. Pero old school nga lang mga besi.
Well, I guess
Kasi
you just
usually
want to set
nakikita
up.
natin Bloodstone agad They're gonna go for the Bloodstone then the Shadow Blade, pero dito medyo ibang path ang tinake ni Lina. Well, tignan nga natin yung talent niya. Alam ko hindi yung 30% 30 second respawn time yung kinuha niya dito Center War Runner going for that damage. At ayun, GH using that freezing field again. RTZ going in, trying to find GH, and he
find
will catch him.
Stampede,
Oh,
pero walang
no.
patakasan.
Oh,
Although
Reaper
the
Sight
ulti
goes
though. Pero
through
naka,
BKB or spell immunity. So ayun, das Rage ginamit niya pero Reaper Sight was there.
Yeah.
And kahit ba paano, good news
Radiant's
naman dito
middle
for
tower
Team
is
EG,
under
hindi
attack.
nila yung mga gamit na Reaper Sight dito, hindi sila napapatay sa loob nun. Well, hindi nila nakukuha yung extra respawn time na binibigay niya.
30 seconds more respawn time, so that's actually big at the start of the game. But you're gonna still get a kill on that Lifestealer. That's quite big for pickup. Napakagandang pwesto.
Alam ko yung center dito went for damage kasi alam ko magic resistance ata yung level 10 talent niya sa kabila or armor. Pero I know yung sa kanan is damage. Si Lina
Radiant's
dito,
bottom tower
yung
is
kinuha
under
niya
attack.
hindi yung respawn time.
Dyer's top
So
tower is
medyo
under attack.
interesting talent picks dito for both
Bozai
teams.
here, smoked up, might get a kill on this Matumaman, pero nandito sa center on the sides. Open Wounds is there to stop this Matumaman, but he's fully healed right now. The vacuum actually gonna help him though. Not quite a weird
Ito,
vacuum, but
RTZ
RTZ
getting caught out.
Oh,
Yung
but the
chain
stun,
was done.
though.
Walang tinamaan. Mind control going in. The Stampede is used. And they will just get
Radiant's bottom
out.
tower has fallen.
Ooh, naku po.
quite a weird
Kumbaga,
vacuum
yung,
from
yung mga tipong
Universe.
mamba out na talaga ng todo-todo. Kailangan mo na mag-mamba out nun.
Yep. So, wala sila makakuha kill doon, but I think that's fine though. So they're gonna just
Radiant's top
be
tower is
content
under
with the
attack.
Roshan. They can do this fairly quickly though. With a lot of damage on them. And they know na walang Stampede, so Team Liquid will be ill-advised to go to the Roshan as well as their Chain Frost. Alam nila na Chain Frost is down, so Team Liquid doesn't have the team fight capability to fight through this, and they can, if they can quickly deal with this, they will have it for
Michael
free.
going in for that two-man stomp, two-man double edge. Pero dito, eto
Napasama
ata
pa
yung
siya.
inayaw mo. Ayaw mo mangyari yan and going in with that Sithering Crush. GH with the freezing field but the two-man vacuum to the wall, to the window, to the wall. Sabi nga, huy,
GH.
naku po. Kuroki medyo nandun sa gilid at nahuli din siya dito. Just going in for the Frost Nova. At siya pa masasaktan dito. Zai going in for the stun. GH gets caught out. But medyo malayo ang kanyang follow-up and nasa loob na din ng tower so he won't force that CM kill dun sa instance na yun.
Pretty big win for the side of Evil Geniuses, getting 2 heroes and the Roshan as well, so they can take this tier 1 tower, but Miracle is also farming away really quickly. So,
middle tower has fallen.
and they are gonna continue to push here in the mid lane. Pero si Miracle nga hindi pa siya masyado nakakapag-usapan. Medyo mayaman na dito. 10k net worth on him. It's about 500 plus GPM. Talagang mapapasaya pa siya dito. And yeah, I mean, Team Liquid dito.
Pero ito
suddenly getting the farm on this Miracle. Yeah, Hood of Defiance. I mean, Pipe of Insight. Already picked up by
yung isa pa.
Darks here. Hindi nakita.
Manta
style on
and
this,
the Medallion of
third lane.
Courage going for that dazzle so he's getting items.
Yeah.
Sabi nung isang ano mo dito, pakis daw Wolf
Nako.
kasi hindi daw siya hater.
Ay, di ba?
Fanboy daw talaga siya.
Talaga. Salamat naman. Sige, kiss kita. Halika dito.
Pero dito, ito ang kailangan nila anuhan dito. Ito ang kailangan nila bantayan dito. Terrorblade, lahat napapatay nila eh.
Yeah.
Pero ito ang problema nila dito. Terrorblade, 1 death pa lang siya dito and his farm is outrageous. This is ridiculous mga kaibigan. Manta style, Dragonlance, and going for that Skadi next.
Yeah.
Do you think na if ever umabot na sila sa point ng Skadi, umabot na siya ng point ng Skadi dito, kaya pa ba ng EG na i-take down siya ng mabilis?
Well, the thing about it is they still have this vacuum into walls. So, kung lumaman itong si Terrorblade, they still have to be concerned about yung kanyang sariling illusions which can deal a lot of damage. As well as the life stealer na wala siyang masyado pakialam kung gaano kataas ang HP mo because the percentage-based values na nagagawa niya. And they still have the minus armor. So, yeah, I don't think that the Terrorblade will be immortal here in a sense. I guess ang pinaka-watch out dito ng Evil Geniuses is of course the Sunder. Because once the Sunder kicks in at nagamit ito ni Miracle lang na maganda, doon na sila magkakaroon ng problema.
Pero yun nga din kasi isa sa mga factors na tinitignan ko dito. Using a Terrorblade with a Center War Runner, Aghanim Scepter, the damage reduction is there. So if ever man gusto nyo ng burst dito, at eto na nga sinasabi natin. Pero the disengage is there. Matumba man using that mechanisms in on time. Talagang saktong-sakto lang. Namunti ka na siya mamatay doon, and but because of that mechanism,
He will
survive.
Of course, with a Ghost Shroud as well. Ghost Shroud kasi when you're under the effects of Ghost Shroud, times 2 ang pang healing mo. So that goes for mech. Even yung mga mana healing, dumadoble rin yan. So talaga, makikita mo yung Necrophos, magugulat ka na lang kapag hindi mo siya na-burst down, talaga mabubuhay siya ng mas matagal because of this Ghost Shroud bonus.
Pero yun nga yung tinitignan ko din dito eh. Tingin ko kaya naman ng Life Stealer tsaka ng Starter, pero the sustain coming out from the Necrophos, eto kailangan nila bantayan. No Laguna Blade there, sadly. And a two-man stun, two-man double edge. At ayun mga kaibigan, the Reaper side goes to the Snardar, and ayun, Chain Frost, at sila na nabigyan dito. And ayun, just in time, the Infest is real. At ayun, medyo nasaktan doon. Sumail actually taking down that creep.
Yeah, actually. No, well, I guess he's aiming for the Light Strike Array to catch the heroes, but sadly, hindi.
Hindi, ganito kasi yun eh. Di ba nag-LSA siya? Umabot yung health nung creep sa deny range.
Yep.
So, ibig sabihin, pag hindi pa siya lumabas doon, mamamatay din siya talaga.
Yeah, I mean,
And I think that was a miscommunication dito for the side of Team EG. Pakiramdam ko, nagsusuntukan na yung dalawa dito.
Well, I guess, I mean, it's the right idea. It's just that tinamahan lang talaga yung creeps. But, I mean, the battle was lost really there because of the big hoof stomp from the center warrior. Dalawa yung nahuli niya. It's pretty big. And nahuli din nila to si Slardar agad. So, there is no counter initiation from EG coming out of that Slardar, so that's pretty big. Liquid is now leading 8-8. I mean, tabla sa kill score pero in terms of net worth, for sure, talagang lamang na sila dito. Aegis will be expiring. I mean, expired already on
Pero
Sumail.
kitang-kita nyo naman either lens dito for that Lina, and that will amplify his damage plus his casting range. Mind control dito with the 4 staff, I think it's a very good item pickup, especially kung medyo nasa backline ka tapos may nahuli dito ng infest bomb na ginagawa ni Zai at saka ni RTZ. Kumbaga habang nakastun siya, i-4 staff mo siya palabas. I think magandang.
That's generally a good item against Lifestealer. I wouldn't be surprised kung may multiple 4 staffs dito. Of course, this Terrorblade can also get that Hurricane Pike if he so wishes.
Guardian Greaves is up for Universe dito. That will help them considerably. Kumbaga, yung sustain na nabibigay dito ng ng Dazzle, ma-amplify palalo. And actually, magbe-benefit dito si magbe-benefit din si Dazzle. Kasi usually, if you're a Dazzle,
from downtown.
use from downtown, the Ghost Shroud is used. Ghostly Shroud ba o Ghost Shroud?
Ghost Shroud.
Ghost Shroud.
A soldier's fortune.
Shoutout daw sa mga nurses ng KSA.
Uy.
Ano na ba effect ng Aghanim Scepter ngayon kay Necrophos?
Mababa lang yung cooldown.
Bumababa yung cooldown. Drastic ba?
Oh,
Dramatic.
12 na lang yata.
12 na lang. So, nasa ganon. And the Reaper side,
25.
hindi tatama. 25 na lang. So, medyo, paramdam ko, pagka nagkaroon ng extended team fight, pwede mo siya magamit ng 2 beses. At
Definitely.
max.
That's
Or kung talaga sobrang tagal ng clash, mga 3. Depende na lang kung gaano nakatagal yung laro din siguro.
Yep. Still, hindi, kasi, ano siya eh, as for me, parang ang analysis ko dyan, kapag kumuha ka ng isang Aghanim Scepter on this Necrophos, all of a sudden, meron ka ng cheaper version ng Abyssal Blade. Kasi it goes through magic immunity and also 1 second ng duration. Tapos,
pero Kuroki dito
ang bilis
going
ng
down.
cooldown. Uy, Kuroki, nabigyan siguro dito. Pero okay lang yan.
Dito mind control trying to size up dito kung kakayanin ba nila, and he just goes back. Sabi niya hindi natin kakayanin to. Wala sa atin si Kuroki. And alam mo ang pinagkaiba nila dito kung paano sila gumalaw. Nakita mo ba kanina kung paano yung team fight na ginawa ng Liquid? Sobrang solid na hindi nagbabato, hindi binato agad ni Kuroki yung Chain Frost niya. Binato niya nung medyo nagtatakbuhan na dito yung EG. Kasi usually yun yung point na pinaka-vulnerable kayo, which is yung nagbaback na kayo isa-isa. Paminsan sa sobrang pagmamadali nyo, hindi nyo na naiisip na nagkakadikit-dikit na pala kayo. And yun yung isa sa mga pinakamagandang gamit ng Chain Frost.
Also, he waits for that rage, of course, para mahuli niya. Tignan nyo naman. Oops, excuse me.
Pero dito nga, Blink Dagger, and very mobile na dito mga kaibigan sa Lina. You could go for those, yung surprise na engagements. Well, yes, the Bloodstone, and actually, opting to go for the Dagger. Hindi natin madalas nakikita niya. Nakikita natin madalas ngayon Shadow Blade to the Silver Edge. Na pwede niya naman gamitin. Malay mo yung return, pwede niya mabalik, or mga ganung bagay, mga small things kumbaga.
Well,
The small things that make the difference.
and well, Lina is some hero that we haven't seen in a while, but he's going for the, I guess, comfort pick dito. They're not spotted by the ward, so they might sneak into Roshan. Actually, they're just gonna go for the full wraparound. Throwing this line.
Pero medyo nasa iba.
mahuli.
Nasa iba yung iniisip nila dito sa Liquid. Liquid medyo nagbabantay lang sila dito kay Miracle, just letting Miracle farm. Kumbaga, ang position man nila dito hindi si Matumba eh. Kumbaga nagpalit sila ng priority dito. Miracle on the mid lane is the position 1. Position 2 dito is the Necrophos, is the utility carry.
Naku, naspatan sila
Nakita
dito.
natin, naispatan sila. Mind control getting
No.
Zai,
RTZ.
RTZ on the wrong side of the map, and the Reaper side is there, but the Grave. Pero anong gagawin ng Grave mo? Wala ka mai-investan. Matumba man trying to go for naku po, that Dazzle, pero nakatakas na sila dito.
Ataas, hindi. That's
Shoutout daw sa kapatid niya si Shannon.
Radiant's top
Shannon,
tower is
shoutout
under
daw.
attack.
what's up sa'yo? And yeah, I mean, big problem for EG was na hiwalay nila si Slardar, and the smoke popped. I mean, nawala yung smoke duration as in a very awkward spot na naspatan agad dito sila. So naunahan sila ng isang hoop, ng isang center warrior. There's no vacuum darts here into wall na counter initiation coming out from EG because they are so ill positioned. And nakita nyo yung the strength of this Terror Blade. He can really mow down the towers. It will actually fall down. And
Pero
looks
ito
like
na yung
Team Liquid is now on the pedals.
Ito na yung nakakatakot na part dito naman for EG. Kung kanina medyo natatakot ako kay Miracle, actually hindi nila na-pressure si Miracle. Na-pressure nila nung laning stage. Pero nung medyo nagkaroon ng rotations, medyo nilabanan lang nila dito yung apat na members ng Team Liquid. Wala dun si Miracle lagi. Well, natalo dun yung Team Liquid, pero I think yung sacrifice na ginawa nila paid off. Aghanim Scepter is up for that Necrophos. Naglagay lang sila ng Amplify dito to check kung meron bang magta-try ng Roshan dito. Pero Liquid is aware of this. Mga kaibigan, RTZ, will they go for it? They know that meron pang tao. The illusion will spot it out. The stuns are there. LSA. Lahat ng ginagawa nila, binabato nila. At ito, Matumba Man going in. Goes the Shroud is there. RTZ gets the Aegis. It's a 2-man LSA.
Oh,
a 3-man vacuum. To the wall. To the window. To the wall. Oh, pero si GH dito is trying to run as fast as he can. But hindi nila priority yun. They're just gonna go for mind control. And what a play coming out from EG. Nice clash.
Nice clash, indeed. This time, hindi na nakaiwala yung mga cores na kailangan nilang protektahan. They actually, isa lang yung hinarap nila, which is the life stealer. They're gonna catch? No, they're not gonna catch anyone there. Hindi ko lang kasi nakita. But yeah, I mean, yung Darkseer no, nasa perfect position for the counter initiation and that perfect vacuum in the wall. As you can see, really tore Liquid apart. Dalawa na papatay na. They also got the Aegis of Immortal, so that's pretty big for them. They can't take this tier 1 tower.
Walang engagement dito. Matumba Man actually using that Reaper sight dun kay Lifestealer kanina, but
Prematurely.
there may Linkens eh. Tingnan natin kung sino may Linkens. May Linkens ba dito si Lifestealer? Let's go for an item check na lang.
Wala.
Sino yung bakit parang hindi, nabato niya ata sa may Roshan.
Probably.
Sa Roshan niya nabato kaya may naglinken na nagpop
Siguro.
kanina. Sa Roshan niya nabato yun. Well, that is sad. Mga kaibigan, that is a pretty huge misplay for Matumba Man.
Yeah.
Pero at least kahit papaano dahil doon natalo lang naman sila. Natalo lang sila sa clash.
Kung may replay about sige, huwag natin i-force but maybe we'll review it later para
Review natin. Hindi, pero I think talaga kasi na natamaan talaga si Roshan kasi yung Lincoln Sphere nag-pop and alam ko yung may special lang naman at this point of the game na wala naman Lincoln talaga is
pero nag-cooldown ba yung ulti ni...
Oh, nag-cooldown. Nag-cooldown. Alam ko, hindi. Kasi siya yung pumasok na una eh. Wala naman target skill single target skill ang Necrophos maliban dun sa Reaper side. So, basically, patingin ng item ng Necrophos dito.
Ganims.
Pwede natin tingnan. Patignan nga, pa-hover nga lang direct para malaman namin kung paano. 5, let's go for an item check. Tingnan na lang natin. Wala ata sila.
Wala tayo.
Naku po.
Naiwan na naman tayo.
Naiwan na naman tayo dito. Let's go for an item check direct. Yon mga besi. Walang single target unless pwede niya i-midas yung Roshan.
Diba? Ewan ko. I think the best way talaga is just to review. We cannot assume what happened there. Kasi, I mean, baka yung Linkens kasi baka naman nagaling sa EG. Anyway, what's done is done.
Pero ayun mga kaibigan, mind control. Catching Lina, pero the Reaper sight. Pero will he go for that dagger? Hindi na siya makakatakas. Mamaya natin yun direct replay natin mamaya yun
At least he doesn't die from the
Reaper sight. Hindi na dadagdagan. Kumbaga hindi nga talaga nagpi-pay off dito yung Reaper sight na ginagawa nila. Yes, nakakahuli sila. But at the same time, hindi nila napapatay with the Reaper sight. So yung mismong effect ng Reaper sight dito is hindi naging effective for the side of Team Liquid.
They're actually forcing this out. They know that Lina is dead.
Tignan mo yung high ground siege power netong Team Liquid. Just leaving the illusions there. And RTZ trying to run as fast as he can. Open wounds on someone, please! Matumba Man gets caught out, but the Glimmer Cape is there. They will stall this. Oh, pero nakapag-blink out siya dito. And Zai, mga kaibigan, will go for the amplify. Kumbaga may vision pa rin sila dito kung anong
Even
pipiliin.
without committing that metamorphosis, nakakuha siya agad ng kill dun sa tower. That's how strong this Terrorblade is. Something na probably EG is not prepared to deal with. Well, I think they need something like Side of Ice to lock him down, or perhaps a BKB as well on this Lina. He's really struggling right now. I guess he can go and opt for that Lincoln Sphere para hindi siya ma-Reaper Scythe, but generally, ang dami single target damage dun eh. So, Aghanims is soon to be picked up by the Centaur Warrunner.
So, ayun, nakikita naman natin dito yung Miracle. Oh, they're gonna go in, go Shroud on that Matumba man Necrovos. But they won't actually take someone down. The grave is there, but I think you're just going to delay the inevitable. Sai, you are a dead Sai. At first time natin makakita, the root is there. Hindi makapag-TP dito si Dazzle. Crit and Zai will go down. 2 supports down dito for the side of Team EG.
Now they have the Lincoln Sphere on this Lina, but if they lost 2 heroes, this Slardar doesn't have a buyback, so it's a big problem for them. The Metamorphosis is also up for Team Liquid, so they can push this really quickly. No glyph on the side of EG just yet. Talaga, oh, but the vacuum into wall, nakawala, dalawa nahuli dito. Miracle falling low, but he has a Sunder, and indeed,
the Sunder,
he will use it
oh
on
my G.
On Universe, but he will survive as well. The stun will connect.
Matumbaman going in, trying to catch him with the Reaper side. Matumbaman gets caught out with the slow. Laguna is there. LSA, but the Ghost Shroud, mga kaibigan, will save him for a bit. Reaper side on that Life Stealer, and he will go down. He has the buyback though. Pwede sila lumaban uli dito. The Stampede out. Yule Scepter and Dragon Slave. Glimmer Cape. Vacuum.
Nako. The sentry ward is placed. Ang ganda ng footwork dito ni GH. Will he be caught? No! The blink is not quite on point on Sumail. He will go out 2 for 2 trade dito. Pero, carry for a carry. But I think na mas the more valuable kill is to get that Terrorblade.
Pretty good counter against I think the Reaper side is a pretty good counter against the Life Stealer. Seeing that you have the rage, you don't have a way to stop him. These kinds of skills like grip
Goes through
grip, doom, or yung duel. Hindi, yung duel kasi nakakapalo pa si Life Stealer. So usually kung medyo outfarm ka talaga ng Life Stealer doon, tutumba ka lang din without the help of your teammates. Reaper Scythe. Yung mga kumbaga yung tipong talaga mahuhold siya tapos hindi na siya makakagamit ng skills afterwards. Chrono Spear. Yun yung mga magandang pang-counter talaga dito kay Life Stealer. And I think this is a pretty good pick coming from Team Liquid. Well, Miracle dito. This is the problem. Ito lang, yung nakikita nyo sa baba nyo dito. Yan o, yan o. Yan Terrorblade na yan. Tingnan nyo lang yung items niya. Ito na ang pinaka-problema dito ng EG.
Especially with the Butterfly picked up na actually almost up with the MKB as well. So, Solar Crest or potential na Butterfly is also not gonna be a problem. They will be spotted by the wards or they are smoke. They are gank.
Pero MKB is up for Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Naku po.
That's quite big.
Naku po! Ayun na. Ito na medyo nag-i-spotta na sila ng wards dito. I think they have the sentry there. And they're gonna spot that out. Just going to deward it. And kumbaga papalitin nyo lang yung mundo. Especially for Team EG dito. Hoy, pero ayun, the Hoof Stamp will connect. Frostbite is there. The Yules, mga kaibigan. Terrorblade dito using his Metamorphosis. But Sumail with the blink out. Medyo napagamit ng Metamorphosis agad si Miracle. And I think if you're Liquid, you want to go for that you want to go for a high ground siege ngayon. Kasi medyo matagal nga ang cooldown ng Metamorphosis.
Yup. And I think that they can. I think that they're afraid at all. Darkseer is up with him.
Tignan mo naman yung damage. Oh. May backdoor protection pa yan. Pero ito na lang yung ginagawa nila. The stun using that illusion to deal damage dito kay Miracle. He goes in. Hoy! Nag-sander siya dito. Pero the Lincolns is there. GH with that freezing field. Pero tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari dito. Miracle almost going down. Reaper side just to stop that Life Stealer. Pero it won't help yung mga kampi niya, and Kuroki
Zai
is the
finds
next
Kuroki.
one to go down.
Tatlo na ang napatumba dito ng EG at the cost of their barracks, but they are looking for more. They are not gonna find anyone anymore because Team Liquid is already tucked behind their towers. Although they can force out the buyback, and if the buybacks don't come as quickly, Team EG will feel na walang buyback dito ang Team Liquid. As a matter of fact,
And
wala.
Zai actually taking
Wow.
down GH dito,
That's
the
pretty
buyback.
Radiant's middle
Nako,
tower
to
Psycho buyback.
This is really bad for Team Liquid. They are not prepared from the counter initiation from Team EG. Team EG doing a good job here. They can actually take a set of barracks here. Mukhang sila pa makakalamang dito.
Na totoo lang kasi parang Wolf hindi nila respeto yung wall eh.
Wall, definitely.
Yung wall kasi kahit papano,
And the weave
respetuhin
as
mo pa
well.
rin yun. Kumbaga yung unique attack modifiers mo, nag-carry over dun eh.
Yeah.
So ibig sabihin, yung slow mismo na ginagawa ng Skadi niya, yun yung pumatay sa kanya dito. And plus yung damage niya, natandaan natin na medyo malakas din ang damage ng wall illusions.
And the big misplay from there was, I mean, for Miracle, seeing Sunder usage. Hindi niya masyadong na-anticipate. I think they know na may Lincoln Sphere, definitely itong si Lina, but Miracle there with a missed Sunder. I mean, he paid for it a lot. He
Kumbaga
actually
yung
died there
Linkens,
at
yung
the end.
Linkens doon. And I think good itemization dito for Lina.
Definitely.
Kumbaga, hindi nila... Actually, pakiramdam ko, hindi nga nila in-expect yun eh. They were just confident na kakayanin nila. But Miracle, with just one Sunder, nakakuhaan sila ng dalawang racks dito.
Yeah. Big misplay side of Team Liquid. Yeah, we have to give it to Universe din talaga.
Universe talaga.
Din. And I think the mic, yung ano na,
Hindi takot sa ano.
I mean, makukuha mo sila ng Dark Sphere wall into wall, vacuum into wall. That's quite a standard. Pero yung pag micro mo ng illusions, I think that's the harder thing to do. That would actually take a lot of skill from you kasi
Usually alam ko
against the heroes
alam
of
ko ang
Team Liquid.
alam ko ang ginagawa kasi usually for Terrorblade illusions, for Dark Sphere illusions, ginagamit mo yung control, yung pagka pinindot mo control, lahat mapipindot mo.
Unified
Pero yung unified mga kaibigan.
Pero dito, the vacuum! Apat ang nahuli! The wall will also be there! Matumba man, popping the BKB, but this Lich is already down. Freezing Field will be committed. And Terrorblade getting locked down and mowed down by Sumael.
Amplified
He can't
open
use the
wood,
Sunder.
mga kaibigan.
Pero si
Sunder on mind control. Using his own
Pero
teammate
wala
for
pa
his
rin.
survival. Mind control, mga kaibigan. He will go down next.
Oh, 3 down on the side of Team Liquid. No buyback. Universe again with that vacuum into wall.
And GH gets caught out as well. Matomba man, the last surviving member, the last member alive
The
for the
last
side
samurai.
of Team Liquid.
Team EG, if they force this, they would know na walang buyback if there is no reaction from Team Liquid, and they might just get the GG push here. Actually, they're poising here the bottom lane. No, they decided, let's go win this. Let's go for the GG push, and they will
And
get
GG
it.
is called. No buybacks dito for Miracle and Mind Control.
Middle tower has
And
fallen.
that is game 1. EG,
Dire victory.
1 win away from a 2-0 and 3 points.